Hi everybody, welcome back to the second game for today. My name is Ashley and I'm from the Female Esports League Dota 2 and I'll be bringing you the second game for today between Frosty Fire and SPHOENIX. Of course, not just not just this game for now. We've still got 2 more games for today, and tomorrow we'll be dealing with Group B, and that will be another 4 more games before we finally head into the playoffs the next week. So this is like the last week of the group stages, and the teams here, they are fighting for positioning, and it's gonna be pretty hyped, you know, especially between Frosty Fire and SPHOENIX here. I think SPHOENIX, Frosty Fire are trying to inch into the top 4, I believe. So this win should be quite important for them. And so right now we've got, you know, just best of 1s right now, but next week we'll be going into the best of 3s. So that should be a little bit more exciting because you get to see the teams battle it out in, you know, a longer series, and you get to see the mind games going on a little bit more, because for these games you can just cheese out and go like Broodmother, Huskar, Meeple kinds of strats. But here for for best of 3s, you really have to think it through quite carefully. Alright, so heading on into the draft here between Frosty Fire and SPHOENIX, okay, they've got a Sand King, a Ogre Magi, very, very tanky heroes. They're gonna be a pain in the butt, but at the same time, they've got quite a ferocious lineup coming up from the side of SPHOENIX. Their Dazzle and the Bristleback, that is a lot of minus armor, and on top of that, you've got this Lifestealer who is gonna be able to chomp down on whoever has, you know, been affected by Dazzle's bad juju, as well as the ghoul. But a very, very quick return Monkey King coming out from Frosty Fire. They are confident, maybe they want to lane the Monkey King against the Lifestealer. Who knows? Monkey King in general does very well against any kind of melee hero, so that should be an interesting matchup there that they can consider. So let's see, mid heroes that are banned out already. Wind Ranger banned out, yeah, that's good. Let's see, so they want something that will be able to deal with the Monkey King. So Lina, maybe? Oh, Lina's banned already, sorry. It's gonna be a Skywrath. Is it gonna be a mid Skywrath actually? I've not seen a mid Skywrath in a while. I know people who play mid Skywrath, and that stuff that's just dirty, you know. Skywrath with like 4 null talismans just deals so much damage and should be able to deal with the Bristleback and the supports as well, because both supports are pretty squishy. You've got the Shaman as well as the Dazzle. So that's gonna be quite scary. The Skywrath mid. And they've come. Oh, right. So it's a beautiful Pugna pick. Okay, so the Pugna pick basically is supposed to deal with the Skywrath because you have Nether Ward that's able to deal with the spam coming out from the Skywrath. So that should be a good matchup here. Skywrath is going to have to look for that Nether Ward before Skywrath casts any spells here. So, okay. But of course, from the side of the Rubik here, Rubik is going to have a lot of spells to steal. Any kind of spell from the die here is it's going to be very valuable for her. Things that she might want to steal, any kind of disable from the Shaman, Nether Blast, Nether Ward even, okay, from Pugna. Yeah, so going into this game, I do like the draft from SPHOENIX again. I think Mikasa has been a fantastic drafter. With the only exception is that the supports, she tends to draft very squishy supports. So you have the Shaman Dazzle, right? Very strong in lane again, but the thing is that during the team fights, they're just gonna disappear and evaporate, because you've got a Skywrath, you've got a Monkey King and a Sand King again. And when they just collapse on top of you, yeah, your supports aren't going to stand a chance. Even if they have 4 stuff, even if they got Yule Scepter, I think, you know, but they're never going to reach that point in time, you see. So it's going to be very challenging for the supports to stay alive. Sure, Dazzle gives you that sustain, but normally you don't want to grave yourself. You want to grave your cores, you know. So yeah, okay, we'll see how this goes. Alright, so let's just introduce the players again. On the side of the Radiant here, we've got the little courier. Oh, that's so adorable. Okay, so the courier. This is going to be the Monkey King cosplaying as a courier. Let me conjure up the names. There's Mimi playing that Monkey King, cosplaying as a courier right now. 6 tangles, two sticks and nothing too out of the ordinary. Augur Magi will be played by Pain Super. 4 tangos and a stout shield. No mango build actually. That's interesting. On that Sand King, going to the off lane is going to be Cat Chaser with standard amounts of regen. Okay. And that mid lane Skyruff that I was pretty excited about is going to be played by Sleepless, who also has my favorite profile picture, by the way. If you look at the profile pictures for the side of Frosty Fire, yeah, I love cats, by the way. So yes, Sleepless has my has my vote of confidence just because of profile pictures. Okay, on Rubik will be going into the off lane. That will be Zara, and on the side of the Dire, we've got the Lifestealer being played by Khaleesi now. Actually, she was in the off lane just now, remember? And the Shaman will be played by QJ. Sorry, no vowels, I can't pronounce that properly. 6C will be playing the Dazzle, as well as Inchik will be playing that offlane Bristleback, and they'll be going in aggressively to get stunned out onto the Dazzle here. There's another fight breaking out top lane. Mimi does get the Jingle stacks up, and she's going to turn towards the Bristleback, who only has Quill Spray, will take a lot of damage and here, and nothing will quite happen in the end. There was a lot of damage also being dealt at top lane as they contested there. In the end, it will be 3 runes going the way of Frosty Fire and 1 going the way of the Dire. Alright, so mid lane matchup, Skyra versus Pugna. Pugna opting to go for a point in Decrepify. Cannot say I entirely agree with that. I mean, just to stop the last hit, I suppose, but the fact is that she could also use Arcane Bolt to get a last hit, so that's why I don't quite agree with it. Okay, but let's, I haven't introduced players. I'm Mikasa again on that mid lane Puck, and yeah, that will be the end of it. 6E here going to be only has the poison touch, so has to go zone people out this way, but at the same time getting beaten down upon Pain Super, who just slaps into that, lays into that Dazzle for a bit. And well, Inchik gonna be kind of low. It's going to try and tango up, but doesn't have any more regen. And top lane here, the Sandstorm is going to be dropped on top of that Lifestealer, who does only have open wounds, so not going to be able to rage off and deal any kind of damage in there. And Rubik as well as the Shaman are going to have their own little war over there as Rubik tries to get the pull from that off lane here, but oh no, in the end it is another disobedient creep who is going to be interrupting that pull. Not even the Shaman actually. Alright, Inchik again pretty low, still level 1 and now level 2 on these on the side of the Radiant here. They're gonna try to go and make a run onto the Dazzle. The Ogre Magi doesn't have a point into Ignite, so not gonna be able to slow them down. Lifestealer being zoned out quite a bit actually. Not quite dominant, maybe a little bit afraid of the power of the Sand King, but doesn't have a point into Caustic actually, just has Sandstorm as well as Barrel Strike. Right, mid lane again. 2 points into Nether Blast, 1 point into Decrypt. No more mana on that Skyruff. Not opting to go for that Silence either. Alright. Lifestealer opting to go for the Midas first. Zara now laying into the Lifestealer, getting quite a bit of hits into her, but she's going to tank a bit of the creeps as well. Oh, okay, First Blood actually going the way of the Dire right now. It is Inchik who's going to be able to Quill Spray them down and gets a double kill actually. Also on that Ogre, I think they might have dived a little bit too far. Yeah, probably had dived under the tower a little bit. They used Boundless Strike as well to Fire Blast, but to no avail. That's 7 Quill Spray stacks. On top of that, they have the Poison Touch and Shadow Wave. There's a lot of damage coming out from that off lane there. Okay, but Pugna sitting at the top of the net worth, the last hit charts, 18 is 3, as compared to the 12 is 3 of that Skyruff. So okay, but Rubik is going to be able to distract them and TP right back home. Rubik will be just fine. It's a lot of space created, and that means that the tower will take a decent amount of damage from the creeps. And Rubik has been successfully executing these pulls, and Shaman has just not been able to really contest them. So I think maybe something like okay, Shaman really needs to start making her presence known on in the lane right now. Shaman is quite a very strong laner, but the fact is that You know, she's been allowing these pulls to get off, and the lane equilibrium is always in favor of the Radiant here. So you want to be helping your lifestealer out, you know, you don't want to be letting the lifestealer stand there aimlessly, not having creeps to farm at all. Yeah, that's a feels bad, man. Alright. Sandstorm is being dropped down for the incoming creeps. Fate Bolt goes out, and now they deal very, very little damage. There is no sentry on the Shaman as well, so they can't really deal with Cat Chaser on the Sand King. So annoying and so pesky. Double damage rune. Will Dazzle get it in time? Nah, she doesn't see it. Get a concussive shot out onto the Dazzle. Stun up from the Ogre as well. And will they be able to follow up anything else? The Ancient Seal is going to be able to take them down with an Arcane Bolt as well. So that's Dazzle going down, popping her head up in the places that she didn't really belong to. And now Talismans, how many are we up to now? Oh, just one. But the DD rune there dealing so much damage. Inchick again up to level 4, and the Monkey King is gonna be in a little bit of a world of hurt, you know. Oh, but they do find an Ogre here. Mikasa is here, you know, bottling up, wanting to get that rune as well, and the Poison Touch constantly being refreshed. Inchick trying to dive in a little bit deeper, but she's not gonna be able to go for more. Rubik does show up here to get this Fire Blast onto him. A lot of damage, lift up, drop down as well, and they have to be careful not to let the cool spray stack up, but in the end, it is the Bristleback who goes down. Didn't have friends in the neighborhood. Pugna had already backed off in the end, so left there and abandoned like a child. But instead now in this top lane, the Sand King will be shackled up and chomped down a little bit. Does have a stun up in a little bit. Oh, in the end, actually, it is the Ogre 2 hits, no brain, that goes down to the Dazzle. And Mimi on the Monkey King gets revenge for her and kills that Dazzle. So Intrigue does seem to be a bit of a problem right now, you know, just by being a Bristleback and just turning her back. The jingle stacks are up for Mimi, but Mimi has already 4 stick charges. Does have 4 quill charges, sorry, does have 18 charges right now, but she still has to be mindful of the damage right now. Okay, so at top lane again, they're gonna be. This is the lane I want to be looking at, you know. But again, Bristleback, the way that Bristleback things work, it's very misleading, right? Okay, so now Cat Chaser is going to be chomped down a little bit, but she does have a salve and does have a stick and the help of Zara as well. Now they're going to turn instead onto the Shaman, and Shaman is going to go down Fairy Fire, be damned, gets chopped down in the end, and now Khaleesi probably has to back herself off a bit because she is kind of low on mana, not able to do very much. So Cat Tracer even has a salve that she has yet to use, and a mango as well. Sand King, very dominant Sand King game set today. Okay, so and now Sleepless will. Is there a? No, there isn't. Okay, so I thought I saw the Nether Ward coming out, but instead this Mikasa has opted not to go for any points in the Nether Ward yet, probably waiting for team fights to start before she puts a point in there. Khaleesi kind of being forced back into the jungle, still, you know, a ways away from her Hand of Midas. Okay, so now Sand King gonna get slowed up as well. Shaman coming in from the sidelines, gonna get the shackle on in it, but gets a stun onto the Sand King, onto the Shaman instead. She gets hexed up and the shackle, but nope, completely interrupted by the lift from Rubik. And well, that'll be the end of it because now Cat Chaser is solving up. Does have a stun soon. He's thinking about going back in again. There are a lot of creeps there. We'll be able to get a lot of points and caustic there. But in the end, oh, Skyrath is dropping pretty low to Pugna. Actually, everybody's dropped. Both of them are dropping really low. It is the ultimate matchup between the magic dealing cores, magic dealing mid laners actually. So living life on the edge right there. Both Pugna as well as Skyrath. Alright, so Shaman not quite able to pull off the pull, get the pull off successfully, and instead is Khaleesi who will be dropping very low to that Sand King. Now Cat Chaser has already, you know, gone up to level 6, so does have the epicenter ready if she needs. What will she be going for? Yeah, Veil instead. Yeah, looking to further her lead and to increase the amount of magic damage that's going to come out from both her as well as the Skyrath. Fatebolt goes in. Dazzle has rotated top. Now Cat Chaser is going to drop down the Sandstorm as well as the epicenter, and that's goodbye QJJ. QJ is going to go down. The epicenter is going to go onto Khaleesi. Khaleesi is going to try to get some chomps onto Zara, but Zara is not afraid of this lifestealer, this little dog, because the stun out from Cat Chaser is going to take her down. She's just so confident that, you know, her team will be able to back her up, and 60 instead looks to be going down immediately. He does have Grave actually, and a TP in from QJ. She gets the Grave out immediately. The Hex from Cat Chaser is going to save them, but she's going to try to die for this. She does have a stun, a double stun, and there's a triple kill dominating streak to Cat Chaser. The Fate Ball again, but you know, Zara's copying a bit of damage from the tower, and right now Cat Chaser, they probably have to get themselves out of there. She does have Sandstorm in a bit and stun as well. Will she be going in again? Yes, gets the stun again and out onto the Shadow Shaman, who goes down but goes onto Zara instead. But now Zara, in a bit of a world of a hurt, is going to get body blocked up by Khaleesi. She gets the steal up from from Khaleesi. She actually lifts him up, puts him down, does have rage in a couple of seconds, but doesn't have quite have the mana to use it. Will be able to juke herself out of there. She is fast enough, I think, and on the high ground here actually, the Skyrath has showed up and tried to take down Mikasa, and in the end, Zara will walk away scot-free. My goodness. The play is coming out from this duel here. They do know that the ward has been dropped down here, so they're gonna get this reward soon. Pugner rotated, but to no avail, because Skyrath moved in as well and was able to, you know, try to take them out, and instead Dazzle will be the one going down to Sleepless. Sleepless with the Arcane Rune as well, dealing a lot of damage, and Sun King again going in onto the Pugna, stealing that rune right under her nose. She'll be taking a bit of damage again from the blast as well as the Decrep, but saying now the beautiful Skyrath is gonna come down and delete Mikasa. Whew, 11 is to 3, 4k net worth lead for Frosty Fire. That's big yikes. Lifestealer does have her Midas. It's kind of late on the career, flying out about 10 minutes and 10.5 minutes. And now if you take a look at the net worth, top 3 net worth are occupied by all the Radiant here, doing incredibly well for itself. I thought the Bristleback was doing better, but in the end, not so much actually. Sitting still, you know, below the Pugna. The Monkey's gonna pop the ult as well, but she's not gonna find anybody because Intrigue is just gonna, you know, run her way out there. Pain Super has showed up. Does she want to go for more? The Bristleback is kind of strong. Does have a Vanguard in a little bit. They probably turn their sights onto the Dazzle. No, Dazzle's just too fast. Gonna walk away immediately. Alright, QJ, 11 minutes till level 4. That's going to be quite a bit of a concern. Does read a book, get smarter, level 5, but not quite enough. Not level 6 when you have the snakes yet. And Cat Chaser just boldly tapping on way on that tower with with that card here. Oh, okay, in the end, Sleepless getting another kill onto Pugna actually, with the help of her teammates. So yeah, that's going to be the poor Pugna. Not entirely sure what the Pugna was doing there, but Pugna taken down by 3 people here, but Plunky King also goes down in the background actually to their Bristleback as well as the Dazzle. That's a very good combo, but at the same time Cat Chaser is dealing a lot of damage, but does have a lot of close range, does have 7 stick charges, but stun is going to delete that Dazzle, who didn't already use Grave, has 3 points into Poison Touch. Cannot say I agree with this. Don't quite think Poison Touch is that necessary. I think maybe she should have gone for more points into the into what do you call it, the heal here, Shadow Wave here. So Mimi struggling a little bit against this Bristleback lane, but that's the way, you know, that's the way it usually goes. Bristleback lanes against any melee cores are usually very challenging to lane against, but I suppose if she plays the team fights right, it will be just fine for her. Mimi going for an Echo Saber, not opting to go for any kind of Midas. So she will have to get a lot of kills to in order to be able to scale. Sleepless level 10, gets a stun up as well as a concussive shot followed up. My goodness, attack in from all angles onto Mikasa. Mikasa has absolutely no vision at all actually. See, that's what the Dio sees? Yeah, that's absolutely nothing basically. So Mikasa caught out in a very dangerous position. Shouldn't have been there in the very first place. No tier 1 for her already. Slightly questionable at best. And the vision from the Radiant honestly is beautiful. You know, they've got a lot of map control, but they've also been setting up wards, and now it will be Sleepless going in aggressively onto the Dazzle, dealing so much damage. It silenced her up. She's not able to get off any spells at all. The only thing that they kind of suck at is actually taking objectives here, right? They can't really deal a lot of damage to the tower unless, well, Rubik steals Nether Blast. That's the way they deal damage, is when Rubik steals Nether Blast. Alright, Inchik kind of has to do a little bit more, having a lane that went relatively alright, you know, as compared to, let's say, the Lifestealer and that Pugna. So, oh, they're gonna find the Lifestealer farming away in the jungle here. The ward on top there spotting the Lifestealer out, so... Alright. There is no safe place on the map for the Lifestealer to farm whatsoever. And they're gonna go in for this tier 2, which is already very, very low. Nether Blast is gonna take them down, stun up onto Mikasa. Goes forward, the Nether Blast is going to... The Nether Ward is going to deal quite a bit of damage, but not enough. At the same time, Mimi is working away at this bot tier 1, you know, by herself. She's going to be very happy about this. A lot of space given to her by her team, you know, having taken down the mid tier 1, usually quite an important tower, honestly. And the Radiant, they seem confused. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know if they want to defend. Are they going to take a fight? They're going to try to go on to Zara right now, but they lift up the Bristleback, drop her down. They turn the Ogre into a little piggy. Will Ogre be the first to go down? This arm is decrepit up right now, but everybody seems very, very confused right now. All the spells are going everywhere, but not really hitting anything except for Sand King hitting 2-man stun onto the Pugna, as well as the Bristleback, and Pugna will be the first to go down. They will go instead onto the Bristleback, who is silenced up right now. Will she be able to do it? Oh, gets graved up. A beautiful double stun again coming up from Sand King. Cat Chaser, my goodness, absolutely deleting everyone. Cat Chaser dropping very, very low. Let's have a Blink Dagger. Pugna has bought back and will TP back into the fight. Will you be able to take down the the Skyrav in the end? Not really, silenced up in the end. And they're not going to be able to find anything. Mikasa bought back for this, by the way. So that's going to be a bit of a worry. Again, this ward here not being dewarded, they take a beautiful fight, and the epicenter is being popped here, and it will take down the shaman in the background. They lift up Mikasa, drop him down into the ancients, but the ancients are sleeping. Don't let the ancients do anything. Stun up, as well as the arcane ball is going to delete Mikasa completely. Nothing much that they can really do about it. Mikasa opting, oh, okay, actually, Zara, let's go down to the ancients. So ancients 1, the Dire 0, I suppose. Okay. Bristleback chasing for more. Will she be able to find Sleepless? Does not have any point into the Nasal Ghoul, so not able to quite get the slow on Scarab, who is obviously very, very fast because Scarab flies. And all this while, space for the Monkey King. Monkey didn't have the best lane, but now is being given the space to recover. Has the Echo Saber, is going to go for a BKB straight. I'm surprised not going for any Maelstrom actually, but okay. I think realizing that her team is already at an advantage and wants to fight with her team, so opting to go for the BKB instead. The score is 24. We rarely see the score the other way around, you know, it's 420. Then I can go blaze it, and I'll pause and I'll go blaze it. Khaleesi going for nothing, no indicators yet what Khaleesi might be going for. Armlet maybe. Manta style, I think, is quite necessary here. The silence seems to be messing up a lot of the spells coming out from the side of the Phoenix, which makes the Skyrav pick honestly incredible. I really like the Skyrav pick, and it's so dominant. So the vision from the Radiant, you know, they see this entire safe lane, the main jungle here. So they're gonna know that the other team does not have vision here to get the stun up on the... Oh my goodness, the poor Lifestealer who walks up high ground, but is able to rage out and go to Zara. Zara's probably going to go down shackled as well, just to confirm that kill. Dominating streak going the way of Khaleesi. That's something much needed. Pain Super is going to try to get out there, but she is decrepit up, and that's going to be sucked down as well by the... Oh, no, not enough actually. The stun up from the... Oh my goodness, the Rod of Atos is going to take down the Lifestealer. Yeah, they do take down the Ogre, but that's just an Ogre, and our Inchik's going to run and chase for more. Cat Chaser doesn't have any more Sandstorm, but you know, it's still pretty strong. Okay, let's see if they can get any more. Can they get this tower? This tower is pretty low. Cat Chaser will sit in the front, and that will dissuade the Dire in the end. They're not even going to get an objective out of this. Mei all this while just farming away already. Just a recipe left to her Black King bar. So the Dire, they do see the off-lane jungle here. Okay, but that's a very small plot of area to be farming. So, ooh, okay. So now the Radiant, they have to get up their vision for a bit. It's a little bit lacking, and I think if they want to further their advantage, which is currently standing at like 10k, let's see what Dota Buff has to say, right? Almost 100% win rate for the Frosty Fires, yeah. 94% is to 6%. That's a big yikes, man. That's a big yikes. Alright, so now they'll be moving in towards their bot tier 1 here. They get the double stun. Oh man, stun. Cat Chaser. Absolutely killing it this game, honestly. Every single stun that she's made, you know, basically has been a 2-man stun for sure. And when you have a 2-man stun, that's basically like a mini Ravage. So much more valuable, except that, you know, her mini Ravage has like a 11-second cooldown, sorry. Okay, so Daya, they probably got to position themselves a little bit more carefully to stun out onto Inchik. A follow-up stun from Cat Chaser. 2 men again as they're trying to clear this ancient stack. And Mei, she sees it here. She's going to jump in, slow down Inchik. She's trying to make it to the shrine. There's a grave coming out from the Dazzle. Ogre does die in the background actually to the to a lot of the pain from Inchik. And but no, the ulti is going to be popped as well. And oh my goodness, there's the end. Almost everybody on the Daya dead. Okay. Pugna was, you know, farming away, trying to take down the Rubik, but still not able to do so. Level 12 to the level 2 of the Rubik. Rubik is going to steal Nether Blast and in the end go down to that. So Mikasa actually getting a much needed kill for herself. 473 gold going the way there. She pings out the rune. Oh, it's Skyrav instead who's going to be getting it right under her nose. Hello, Mikasa? Rune timings? Alright, so final few outer towers here for on the side of the Daya. They want to take this. This tower is pretty low. They could definitely get this, and then after that probably head towards Roshan. But of course they are not too quick at taking Roshan. Sleepless again, immediately taking down the Pugna. Pugna opting to go for anything defensive? No, actually still opting to go for full offensive here. I don't quite agree with that. I think a Yule Scepter might be a lot more useful actually for this Pugna. She definitely needs something. She definitely needs survivability. It's going to be a very big issue for her to stun out onto the life stealer as well. The snow, the silence as well as the ATOS. It would be able to burst her down eventually. No, the grave is there. The grave is going to stop this Skyra from absolutely deleting people off the map. Alright, double sentries here, double sentries again, like what I've said. Double sentries means double vision, guys. It means twice the amount of vision given. But I mean, the Radiant, they're 14k net worth ahead. I'm sure they can afford 2 sentries, you know, which amounts to about 150 gold only. Alright, Cat Chaser, Blink, Veil, Pipe, lots and lots of damage negation. Pugna not going to be super strong, but of course this Bristleback is still going to be a bit of an issue. Now the... Wait, Monkey King doesn't... Oh yeah, went back for the Maelstrom actually, and then after that went for the... Then it's buying the BKB recipe. I was thinking like, you know, these were the BKB items that Mimi had for quite a while. Alright, turning their sights on to this top tier 2. It's going to be easy. They have the card as well. They're going to push in very easily. And Bristleback is still trying to get something up. That's up the Crimson Guard. Up for her, just recipe in the stash. We'll be going for a Blade Mail next. I like the item, but I don't know how much survivability she can have, you know, when the fact is that she keeps getting silenced. Lifestealer is going to go for S and Y instead, still not opting to go maybe for Manta style to deal with the silence. A stun out, a beautiful 2-man stun again from Cat Chaser, and good by Pugna. There was a Pugna there, there was a Dazzle there, but they just completely disappeared. QJ, you know, has not had the has not really been able to drop a lot of the wards right now. Oh, right, finally does drop it, but the stun immediately deleted. But I guess at least she got her spells out right. Now 22 minutes, they're going up high ground. They're going to eat up the snakes for lunch. I haven't had lunch, so, you know, hopefully I get some time late to go for lunch. Because right now the racks are toast. They look delicious. Pardon all the food puns. And Inchik, you know, does have the life stealer invested in her, but not really able to do much because the rest of the Radiant are still alive. Will they be going for more? They could definitely go for another lane of racks. And yeah, they go for it. I'm not sure why the Bristleback popped in. The Lifestealer does pop up but gets stunned up immediately, no rage. The Grave is there, but Lifestealer has to, you know, scurry back to her base. Mikasa is up. The stun from the Monkey King does miss, but the Fate Ball does not. Alright, is that good game well played? 23 minutes into the game. 21k net worth lead for Frosty Fire. This was a beatdown, man. This was a very thorough and brutal beatdown. Oof. Good game well played? Yeah, good game well played is called, and that will be the end of the game. 32-8 and 21k net worth lead ahead. My goodness. So that will be Frosty Fire very convincingly taking this game against FSL. And yeah, they will continue to make their way to the top of that table. So there is honestly nothing much to be said about this game. The draft was also in their favor here. Net worth, everything, beautifully executed. So alright, so we will be going again to yet another break, and then after that I'll be bringing you the next game that will be between, can I see the fixtures please? The third game will be between Go and Yawate. Again, I believe these two are nearer the top of the table, at least Go is for sure. Okay, so that's gonna be another exciting match coming to you. So I will see you in about 10 minutes time. Bye!